Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Power Core Productions and Podcastings. I'm your host, Javon Harrington, and today we're bringing back another classic from the Power Core lineup, that being Konosuba, the last shinobi of the wonderful world. What if Madara Uchiha was reincarnated in Konosuba Season 3? First, some of you might be wondering, yes, this video or this series of videos have been pre-recorded, so they still have the old intro, outros that I've been using, primarily because right now I am on vacation. Yes, I'm taking some time off, about 2 to 3 weeks, so you won't be getting anything new in terms of 2025 content until February. I'm taking January off to rest, to recharge, and gather myself together for 2025 and what's to come. If everything goes according to schedule, this series of videos are going to be taking place over the next 3 weeks since I've recorded 12 parts. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm just going to be taking my time with this. Just going to be a chill little series that I'm going to be doing for now. Just want to say thank you to everyone who's been supportive. Like I always say, can't do it without you. You make the channel grow. You make the core grow. And this series has been very popular. A lot of you guys have been asking for it. And now I've finally taken the time. We're going to be getting into Season 3 of Konosuba, the last shinobi of the wonderful world. What if Madara Uchiha was reincarnated in Konosuba Season 3, Part 1? As always, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. My name is Madara Uchiha. You probably know me under much different circumstances. When I died for the third time, I assumed that my soul would return once again to the purgatory. However, it seems like fate had a different outcome for me. A goddess, a watcher over many realms, decided that my journey had not come to an end. Instead, through her will of power, she sent me to another world, and I was able to bring her along as company. As we have come to this new world, I have been given a mission to defeat a being known as the Devil King and to free its people from his tyranny. Of course, everything has not gone according to plan, but as a shinobi, you learn to deal with the cards that you have been dealt. Along the way, I have met new faces and familiar ones. The form of a mage, a girl known of the Crimson Demon clan, and a tall, powerful woman whose sword cannot always strike true, but she can definitely take the punishment. I have also come into contact with other shinobi from my previous world, whom the goddess has sent here. Among them, Tobirama Senju, as well as a young shinobi by the name of Jiraiya the Toad Sage. There is also another young man by the name of Kazuma Sato. He seems to have come from a world much different from ours, but yet he still has potential also. In the midst of my adventures here, I have come to know much of this strange and mysterious yet wonderful world. And yet there are even more mysteries that intrigue me. Among them, finding my rival, Hashirama Senju, wherever he may be, as well as defeating the Devil King remains certain. However, in a world such as this, things never go quite as expected. "I'm ready," Kazuma said. Standing outside of the mansion, Madara stood before him. "Are you sure about this, Kazuma? Even if we are allies, I don't intend to hold back." "I said I'm ready." "I've already faced my nightmares. There's nothing else that you can show me that I can't handle. Very well, if you're so sure about that. Madara would activate his 2 Tomoe Sharingan before peering into Kazuma's eyes. For Kazuma, nothing changed. Everything was still normal around him, except suddenly girls started to appear. Kazuma! Oh, Kazuma! It's the hero, Kazuma! Can I get your autograph? Can we go out for dinner? Can we share drinks? I want to go home with you, Kazuma. We love you! Huh? This is obviously some type of trap, Kazuma thought. So, this is genjutsu, a way of warping reality, trying to play with my mind. What fool does he take me for? He thinks I'm gonna be persuaded by cute girls. Come on now, ladies. There's only one of me to go around. Come on. There's no need to push and shove. There's plenty of the Kazuma. Oh, hey, come on. Get a little easy back there. And I feel like someone's being a little too friendly. Come. Whoa, hey, who's doing that? It's me. Huh? I'm doing it. I'm doing it on purpose. Get off of me! No, please, no! Oh no! I like to be asked first. Please, no! Ah! What's going on with Kazuma? Megumi would ask. As on the outside, it looked like Kazuma was fighting for his life, more so fighting for his ass. It's genjutsu. It's one of the 3 primary teachings of the shinobi arts. Illusion magic, you might say. Illusions? Darkness would inquire. So, you mean to say that you can make someone see whatever they want to see? Or feel, or smell, taste, or touch? I can affect all of the senses with genjutsu. That sounds kind of terrifying. It is, especially in the hands of the Uchiha. Don't start with me, Tobirama. So, you mean, Darkness would say, you mean that you could make someone feel anything? You know, if you want, I could take over for his training and maybe we could... There's no need to worry about it, Darkness, Jiraiya said. You and I will be having some one-on-one training soon enough. I'll even break out the 5 toads. The toads? You're gonna break out the toads? Just for me? You mean I'm gonna get to... Will you shut it, you degenerate? Seriously, to think that they actually called you a shinobi. Toad sage, more like a pervy sage. Oh, hell no! No! You're not gonna be starting this with me. Not again. I already went through being called pervy sage once in my old life. It's not gonna be happening to me for a second time. A second time? Megumi said. So you really are a perv. Ah! Meanwhile, Aqua was reclining on a pull-out chair, having her fan done by Tobirama and his shadow clones as they were filling up her cup with bubbly. For you, Lady Aqua. Why, thank you, Tobirama. You know, more guys could learn how to treat a woman, a goddess of my stature. You truly are the pinnacle and shining example of chivalry. Yes, Lady Aqua. I only wish to continue to be in your humble service. And then there's this kiss-ass, Madara thought. What the hell's gotten into him? What are you talking about? Jiraiya would ask. This isn't like the Tobirama that I knew. The Tobirama I knew had a wife, yes, but he was never this much smitten in romance. What the hell's gotten into him? You know, I've been thinking about that. When you think about the world we came from and how we used to live, it's not like we ever had much of a personal life. What's that supposed to mean? Well, think about it, Madara. You, Tobirama, Hashirama, even Master Hiruzen. You all came from a time period during the Warring States period, and during the time of the First Shinobi World War. I mean, did you guys ever really have a normal childhood? Did you ever get to experience puberty like a normal person? Before you could even learn how to walk, you already knew how to throw a kunai and take someone's head off. It's not really conducive to having a normal environment. We've now been stuck in the body of our adolescent selves, and we're in a world where the worst thing that can kill us are certain wild animals, and that's only if you're too weak to stop them. I mean, honestly, compared to everything we've been through, this is probably as chill as it gets. Which means now we finally get to feel all those feelings. Those feelings that you keep buried deep inside for the sake of a mission. Now, instead of worrying about someone taking your life or about dealing with the potential cost of death, we get to worry about the more trivial things, like whether or not a girl likes us. And I guess for Tobirama, he has a thing for rich girls, or spoiled girls, or perhaps a little bit of both. They're a couple of idiots that were made for each other. But what do we make about Kazuma? Madara would ask. Since he's asked for us to train him, he's shown some promise. But still, well, he has an issue getting through Genjutsu. He's decent with Taijutsu. Ninjutsu can be hit or miss, but that's practically just magic at this point. What about his Kenjutsu? The way of the sword? Well, he knows how to hold one. He can swing one pretty well when he's killing a rogue toad. But other than that, it's not something I will write home about. At this rate, he'd probably still get his ass kicked by an academy student. Seriously. But apparently this boy comes from a world where shinobi don't exist, or at least not in the way that we are shinobi. So it's only to be expected that he would be behind to such a degree. Yeah. By the way, what exactly are we supposed to do? What do you mean? Well, I mean, it's not by coincidence that all three of us found each other. I mean, we are all ninja, aren't we? Hidden Leaf and all that. And your point? My point is, there's a good chance that Aqua didn't just send the three of us. I mean, we know that Hashirama has to be somewhere out here in the world. Who's to say that there aren't more shinobi running about? I think if we could collect everyone together, we can know, Madara would say immediately. It wasn't that he hadn't thought about the idea. After all, Aqua showed that when it came to being a god, she was terribly bad at her job. There was no telling how many shinobi she sent to this world on a mere whim, both good and bad. If all shinobi kind started gathering together, eventually they'd start forming villages, and before long, every problem and issue that they had in their world would suddenly be brought here. Because it wasn't just leaf shinobi that were brought. What about the stone, the cloud, the mist, the sand? And those were just the major ones. You'd be bringing back people who had nothing but time, beef, and opportunity to go all out into a war. And in a world where the power system had just been up tenfold, things could only get worse from that point. It's best if we let the old ways die where they are. For one, I don't want to have to go through and find any more shinobi. Personally, I'm at my wit's end with you two as it is. Okay, it's not like you're an easy one to be around yourself. But still, I think it's just safety in numbers, you know? We're more than capable. We don't need any more shinobi. At the Axel Adventurer Guild, the group had settled in for lunch. They were looking for some missions or doing something to pass the time. After all, this was the season where things were going to be more ratcheted up. Spring going back into summer. Gone were the cold winters where there was hardly anything to do. Even the giant toads had gotten out of hibernation, so potentially hunting them were fine. Say, Jiraiya, Kazuma would ask, if you're someone that has the ability to talk and master toads, how come you're okay with hunting them? Oh, The only toads I'm cool with are the ones that I form a summoning pact with. You see, the special item I got from Aqua, she basically gave me this scroll, similar to the one I had in my old world. If I can form a contract with the toad, it becomes sentient and gains knowledge and can talk. Afterwards, I seal it inside of here, and I can unseal it and fight with it whenever I want. So as long as I keep my toads, I'm all squared away. But as for the others, well, I'm just gonna get rid of them. No point in losing too much sleep over it. So that was his special ability. And for you, Tobirama? Why do I have to tell you anything? I'm just asking a question. Well, if you must know, I was given this. And what's that? It's a waterfall teardrop. It's a special amulet that amplifies any type of water technique. Seeing as how water was my specialty, I decided to incorporate it into my fighting style. As for learning the way of the sword and using basic weapons, I already have the knowledge for that, so it's nothing I have to worry about on my end. But that leaves you, everyone said, looking at Kazuma. What did you get from Aqua? What didn't I get? I got this powerful, cool sword thing. Something that could be an instant kill shot. You got what? Madara said. And how did you lose it? It's not that I lost it. It's that I can't use it. I literally can't use the instant kill sword. And why can't you? Because I have to be at a high enough level. A level that doesn't even exist. What level? Jiraiya would ask. Level question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Question mark? That's the thing. It's a jackpot sword. There's no telling what level I'm supposed to be. It's just a bunch of question marks. Do you know how long I spent grinding, trying to increase my levels? Every time. And yet the sword was still useless. So what did you do with it? Oh, I sold it. Someone came by, said they would pay top money for it. Don't know who they were. They were wearing a cloak, but I think it was a girl. So I gave it to her, and I got paid. And I was living off of that money pretty well, until I got into a little bit of financial troubles, and among other things. And that's how I got locked up. And then that's where I met Madara. Well, that about explains it. So, that's what we have to work with in this world. But still, I'm making good progress though, Kazuma said. And I got my own abilities that make me stand out, like this. Steal! In a quick flash of light, Kazuma found himself holding a pair of panties. Black panties. Laced panties. Megumin's panties. And quickly enough, he found his butt set on fire as Madara chased him all around Axel. Safe to say, Kazuma needed to learn a little bit about tact, especially when dealing with people that Madara held in high regard. Unfortunately, Vanir would learn this lesson the hard way. It all started when Madara was going to visit Wiz at her shop. They had become rather close, you might say. Wiz was one of the few people that could actually get Madara to break out into a smile so wide that no one, not even Tobirama, could rain on his parade. However, when he arrived at Wiz's shop, she didn't look so well. Her eyes were glazed over, her hair had been turned into a fuzzy afro, and she looked like she hadn't slept in weeks. Hello? Welcome to my workshop. Please, have a look around. Wiz? Wiz, what happened to you? Ah, greetings, customer. Welcome. We are now in need of new inventory, so please have a... Oh, it's you. Vanir, what happened to Wiz? Oh, you mean our ditzy shopkeeper? Well, you see, Things were going well and fine, but as you know, she has a tendency to be a bit of a klutz. So because of that, I've had to go through some extreme measures to make sure that we keep the shop running at tip-top shape. What do you mean by extreme measures? Well, if I allow her to be idle for too long, well, she has a tendency to break everything, and that ends up costing us more money than it's worth. So I've had to go through extreme measures of keeping her awake 24/7. That includes a lot of electroshock. But I ran into another problem. If I keep her awake for too long, well, she becomes just as useless. So I have to give her micro naps. I keep her up around the clock on schedule just to make sure. Whoa! Madara immediately grabbed Vanir by the collar and threw him outside. Wiz was slowly getting to as Madara stepped out, his aura filled with bloodlust. Who in the hell do you think you are? I'm only doing what's in her best interest! Ah! Fire style! Great flame jutsu! What the hell's going on? It looks like there's a fight. We gotta check it out. What's he getting himself into? Tobirama thought. Vanir, a general for the Devil King, and a user of earth magic, found himself creating earth barriers and shields as Madara went on the full attack. How dare you treat Wiz like that? I'm only doing what's in her best interest. She told me to. Now, I would kindly have to ask if you would shut up! This doesn't look good. Madara's really snapped, Megami thought. Yeah, Darkness said. He really is incredible. You know, I can be monstrous when I want to, too, Jiraiya said. That's besides the point. If he keeps this up, he's gonna burn down half the city. We need to stop him. You're right, Tobirama, Aqua said. I'll give you a boost. Blessing. Thank you, Lady Aqua. I'll take care of this. You know, we could probably come to an understanding if you would stop trying to set me on fire. Then how about I cut your head off? Yeah! I have to say, you're unlike any adventurer that I've ever come against. At this rate, you might actually be able to kill the Devil King. But there's only one issue. If this is the best that you can do, there's no way in hell you'll ever defeat me. Fire style! Great Phoenix Flower Jutsu! Water style! Water Dragon Jutsu! The water dragon would eat through the phoenix flowers that were being shot towards it. Tobirama drawing his blade and matching with Madara. Get out of my way, Tobirama. Get a hold of yourself, Madara. Look at what you're doing. You're going to end up killing more innocent people in the process. Now get a hold of yourself. Madara? Madara! Wiz would say. Huh? Madara, I'm fine, really. Please put your sword down. Fine. I'm sorry, Madara said later on that night. It's okay, really. You were angry for my sake. I just don't like that people treat you like that. You're a nice person, Wiz. All you're trying to do is just run your shop and help people. And yet there are always those who are giving you a hard time. It's alright. Honestly, I do have a tendency to be a bit klutzy. If I didn't have Vanir helping me out so much, who knows where I'd be. But I understand what you mean. I can't say that I've never felt the same about you. Huh? I try not to meddle too much. But sometimes Tobirama takes what he says about you way too far. So I know what it feels like to see someone that you care about being hurt in such a way. I mean, If it were the old me, I'd probably drag him down into a pit of darkness, gnash away at his flesh and bone, grind up his marrow into a stew, and then boil him alive. Oh, no. The old me would have been way, way worse. The old me would have had him strapped to a gurney. I would have taken a scalpel, and I would have skinned him off piece by piece. Then I would have taken electric probes, stabbed him into his pulsating muscles, then held him up in the middle of the storm, and then I would have turned him into a... Wiz? Sorry about that. I let my mind get carried away. I gotta learn to be less violent, you know? Yeah, Madara said. In that moment, he was surprisingly scared and a bit aroused. Jiraiya was right. Puberty's definitely a bitch. Still, it was really sweet. Thank you, Madara. Yeah. Later on that night, as Madara and company were settling in, preparing for dinner, there was a knock at the door. A well-dressed man had arrived. He had come a long way with news. Kazuma and Aqua would be the first to greet him. Feeling suspicious, the two of them would hold him at sword and wand point. Who are you, huh? You're probably one of the Devil King's spies, aren't you? Yeah, I've been keeping my senses trained at full force. I'm never letting anyone get behind me again. You understand me? Yeah, jerk. So spill it. If you're not bringing bubbly or bringing money, then get the hell out of here. Ow. The two of them would be bopped on the head by darkness as she recognized the man as Hogan, her butler. Hogan, what are you doing here? Lady Dustinus, I come bearing a message for you. It's urgent. It's regarding the matter of your family's status. Your status. My status? Yes. Everything is hinging on this report. Please, take it at once. Wait, that's Seal. You know what? I'll take care of this later. Thank you, Hogan, for so, I'm just, Darkness, Madara would ask. I'm just, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it later, guys. Seriously, I just need to go take care of it. Madara! Using his quickness, Madara grabbed hold of the letter, preparing to read its contents. No, Madara, please don't read it. No, please don't. No, it's not, no! Greetings, Madara Uchiha and friends. I have heard about your exploits and your battles against the Devil King's general. It is said that among many of the adventuring parties, yours happen to be the most elite. You so-called shinobi have talent far beyond anything that this generation could have ever have conceived of. I wish to have an audience with you myself. Please accept my invitation in earnest. Signed, Princess Iris. Huh? A princess wants to see us? Oh, no. The last thing we need to do is go see Princess Iris. Please, with all due respect, all of you, and I mean all of you, are absolutely terrible. If you piss her off or do something indecent, she's gonna lop all your heads off. Please, we can't. No. You know what this means, Kazuma said. Megami nodded. There's only one way. If Lady Aqua says so, we must do it. I don't know what we're agreeing to, Jiraiya said. But whatever it is, it sounds like fun. What are you up to? You don't see it, Madara? You don't see the sign? What sign? A princess wants to meet you? All of us? That means a castle. And do you know what happens at castles? Beheadings! It's party time! Yeah, party, let's go! Let's do this! Party, 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 party! Someone please just kill me now! Meanwhile, at the Axel Temple of Monks, towards the north. Wait! No! Please! Just... Shh. It's okay. It's alright. You've been worshipping a false god, my friend. This heiress. Why would you want to worship someone like her when I have shown all of your compatriots a new way? The way of Lord Jashin. No, please. I promise I won't tell anyone. Please just let me go. Wait a minute. Huh? Thank you. Thank you. Where's the money? Huh? The money. Where's the money? Wait. No. That money. It belongs to Goddess Erin. It belongs to me now. So tell me, where's the money? It's in a cellar at the bottom, towards the west gate. All right, you can have them. You know, that's sacrilege, my man. To steal from a monastery. The dead don't need money now, do they? Oh, well, you got a point. Now back to you. No, please! Ah! Oh, yes! Oh, Lord Jashin! Oh! Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, as long as I worship Jashin, I will not fear death. I embrace it along with you, my friend. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1076, 1077, 1078, 1079, 1080. Not a whole lot of money coming through these collection plates, but it'll have to do. Heat on. Let's go. Do you not see me trying to finish my prayer, man? Come on. If you don't get a move on, I'm going to kill you. Yeah. You said that to me before, and how'd that work out? You died. And so did you. I got jumped. What was your excuse? Jerk. Alright, so what are we supposed to do now? We wait. Wait? Wait for what? An explosion occurred off in the distance. We wait for that. It looks like Deidara and Sasori are done. We need to report to the Devil King. Fine. Is Deidara gonna come pick us up, by the way? That's a hell of a long journey. I do not feel like walking and and he's already leaving me behind. Yep, just stays for the money, leaves when it's time to worship. Yep, typical Kakuzu. Ooh! Shut up. This concludes Konosuba, the last shinobi of the wonderful world. What if Madara Uchiha was reincarnated in Konosuba? Season 3, Part 1. As always, if you enjoyed today's video and everything else that we have to offer, then please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that bell for post notifications so you can stay up to date on everything that is PowerCore Productions and Podcastings that has to come out now and in the future. Stay tuned next time as we continue with Konosuba, the last shinobi of the wonderful world, where Madara Uchiha was reincarnated in Konosuba, Season 3, Part 2. But anyway, that's going to do it for the end of today's video. I'm Javon Harrington with PowerCore Productions and Podcastings, signing off, and I'll see you next time.